A lot of people know what collagen is, but they don't know that there's a difference between different types of collagen. So here, I want to compare two popular collagens, give you the full rundown on the difference between each one, which one is the right one for you, potential side effects, the benefits associated with these, and whether you're the right person for Ancient Nutrition's multi-collagen protein or sports research collagen peptides. One person might love this and the other person might love that, and none of them are necessarily better. Both of these are solid quality products from good companies, and they're just different, and I want to give you all the information you need. So what collagen is it's the main structural protein in your body. It's in your skin, hair, nails, joints, tendons, ligaments, and bones. Think of it as the scaffolding holding all of that together. So it's a powder. Both of these are a powder that you put into a drink. So you can put it into a coffee or anything. I just want to show you in water, and I want to show you the difference between them to see how well they mix in. This is the sports research, and then here's the Ancient Nutrition one. And by the way, there is a big difference between them. The sports research one is unflavored, which for a lot of people that don't like the smell, let's say this one, besides for taste, there's also a smell and a taste, and not just this one, most collagens, and this is specifically unflavored, which has quite a advantage. If these smells or tastes bother you, it really, it actually is unflavored. So that's, a good thing to know. And these are overall the same. They're both collagen, but they are different. Their focus is different, and the idea, the philosophy behind them is different. So you also see, so this is how they both look. So now let's move these to the side. Okay. So what are the problems that collagen deals with, and what brings people to supplements like this? So it usually starts in the late 20s to mid 30s. People notice that fine lines are showing up on their skin. Skin doesn't bounce back the way it used to. Hair is getting thinner or more brittle. Nails that split easily. For others, it's joint related, knees or hips that feel stiffer getting out of bed or after a workout. And what's happening in your body is that your body naturally produces collagen, but production starts declining around age 25 and drops roughly 1.15% a year, starting from age 25. So that means by your 40s and 50s, you may have noticeably less collagen than you did in your 20s. That's why aging skin and joint stiffness are so linked to collagen loss, and the older people get, the more they deal with this. So different types of people reach for this. Doesn't need to be older people. It's people in their late 20s or 30s who are proactive and want to get ahead of their visible aging before it shows up. Someone in their 40s or 60s that's already noticing fine lines, thinning hair, or joint stiffness, and looking to support what they're already dealing with. Active people and former athletes whose joints take a beating and want extra support for tendons and ligaments. So again, someone that's not necessarily dealing with a problem, but they just want to, to be proactive about it. Postpartum women, by the way, since collagen also plays a big role in hair health, and hair loss postpartum is a common thing people deal with. And a lot of people have tried expensive skincare creams, joint creams, and started wondering if the issue is maybe you need to deal with it more on the inside than the outside. So to understand the difference between these two, besides for the flavored aspect, is both of these, by the way, this is 40 servings, this is 41 servings. Around, it's all around because it depends exactly how much, how big each scoop is. And the idea is there are different types of collagens. There isn't just one type. And your body uses different types for different jobs. So, for example, let's go through there's 5. Yeah, let's go through the 5 of them, at least that we deal with here. So type 1 is the most abundant type in the body. This is found in skin, hair, nails, bones. This is the one most associated with skin elasticity and that youthful look. So when people are into collagen for that youthful look, typically this is type 1. Type 2 is mainly found in cartilage, the cushioning in your joints. Type 3 works alongside type 1, found in skin and blood vessels tied to skin firmness and elasticity. So 1 and 3 are quite similar. Type 4 and 5 are less talked about, but found in smaller amounts in hair, bone matrix, and cartilage growth areas. So the different collagen sources naturally contain different type ratios. Bovine, cowhide is mostly type 1 and 3. Chicken bone broth leans towards type 2. Eggshell membrane contains a broader mix, 1, 4, and 5. And fish collagen is mostly type 1. So this matters because it's the actual difference between the two products today. One is a single concentrated source. The other is a blend from multiple sources to cover more types. That's what this multi-collagen protein is. And that's essentially the difference between these two. So what are the benefits that people associate with collagen? And again, I can't tell you any guaranteed outcomes. Also, everyone's body is different. I can't tell you what brings people to collagen and to these collagens. And the idea is the primary reason people buy it is skin, either for firmness, elasticity, that plumper look, fewer visible fine lines, in simple words, to make your skin look better. Secondary benefits people associate with it is stronger, less brittle hair and nails, joint comfort and mobility, gut lining support. Collagen is a major structural protein in the gut lining too. And important to be aware of timeline, not to have expectations for things to fix, to see a difference, to see effects right away. And usually people report seeing them later. So it's good to know collagen is a slow build supplement. Most people talk about giving it 8 to 12 weeks of consistent daily use before assessing whether they're noticing a difference. This isn't the same week thing. And some people take this proactively before having any issues. So this doesn't need to be, a lot of people take this without any problems, and others start once they're already seeing signs of aging or joint stiffness. And with collagen, consistency matters almost more than anything else. So now let's go through the actual product. So this is one ingredient, hydrolyzed bovine collagen peptides. That's it, nothing else added. So there's calories, protein, and sodium, but there's hydrolyzed bovine collagen peptides, basically. And this is type 1 and 3, the two types most tied to skin, hair, and nail health. And hydrolyzed means that the collagen has been broken down into smaller peptides so your body can absorb it more easily. This is the standard and expected for a quality collagen powder. So it's, that's a quality thing, the fact that it's broken down that you can absorb it, because if it doesn't get absorbed, it doesn't get to do its job. And this is one of the things that differentiate, let's say, more quality collagens versus less quality. So, and about the dose of, so look, it's 11 grams of collagen and then 10 grams of protein and 40 grams of calories. 40 calories, 10 grams of protein, 55 milligrams of sodium. And so this is a high per scoop dose compared to a lot of collagen powders on the market. So that is good to know. And it's unflavored, as I mentioned before. So if you want it in your coffee, smoothie, or oatmeal without changing the taste, this is what brings a lot of people to something like this. So people want to keep things simple, one clean ingredient, no additives, no flavor to work around, who want a higher gram dose of collagen without paying for extras they may not need. Good fit for someone who already has a solid diet routine and just wants to add pure collagen into what they're already drinking. This is built for someone like you. Now the next one, the Ancient Nutrition Multi-Collagen Protein. This is a blend called multi-collagen complex or protein because it's multi-collagen. And there's hydrolyzed bovine hide collagen peptides, fermented eggshell membrane collagen, chicken bone broth protein concentrate, hydrolyzed fish collagen peptide, plus a probiotic strain, 2 billion CFU, and added vitamin C. So you see 10 types of collagen here, vitamin C, and probiotics. So this is also 20 grams per 2 scoops, so 10 grams per single scoop. And I think this is 9, let's see, here we have it. Calories, 35 calories. So again, how many calories over here? This was 40 calories, 10 grams of protein. And this one, this says Ancient Nutrition has 9 grams of protein. Vitamin C, this doesn't have at all vitamin C, and this does have vitamin C. This is 90 milligrams. And that's all in one scoop, but I was just counting. And there are 10 grams of multi-collagen complex. So it's interesting. This has 11 grams of hydrolyzed bovine collagen peptides, which this has meaning this is more of a mix. And then one scoop, it has 10 grams. But again, all these things, so both of these, the serving size is 1 scoop. So technically, the amount of the potency of each one, technically you could always be taking more or less, depends on the exact potency you want. But that is the measurements that they give you based on, the suggested amount to take. Why is there vitamin C here? Because your body actually needs vitamin C as a building block to synthesize collagen on its own. So pairing collagen intake with vitamin C is something a lot of formulas do intentionally. Why is there a probiotic in this collagen powder? Because this ties into gut health. Collagen also supports the gut lining, as we mentioned before. So it's a whole body approach rather than just skin, hair, and nails. So people who want more all-in-one formula. Someone thinking about joints and gut health, not just skin and hair, but who doesn't mind a more complex ingredient list if it means covering more bases in one scoop. So someone who doesn't want a vitamin C and a probiotic supplement, they want to put everything in here. Even though you should know if you shouldn't get this for probiotics directly, like if that's your core reason, because 2 billion probiotics isn't a lot. Most probiotic supplements have, some have 40 billion, 60 billion. So this does have probiotics because collagen does deal with your gut health. So we have some probiotics to deal with the gut health, but that's the idea. So there's no real better or worse. This is more single source, high dose, no frills option, which is ideal if you care about skin, hair, nails, and want to control the rest of the supplement stack yourself. This is a multi-source blend, more collagen types, vitamin C, probiotics. This is, more broad. So what do you need to know about these? The main thing I would remember is, first of all, you should take the right amount. You don't want to take too much. You don't know exactly what type of effect it would have on you. And also about the results, don't take things slowly, see how things go. Nothing's guaranteed. This is what it's associated with. Try it out. And this is also a slow build supplement. Set realistic expectations in time. That's what I would focus on. And again, if you are, this does have, this is from, there's bovine collagen, chicken, broth and stuff like that. So if you are a vegetarian, this is probably not for you. I just wanted to give you the full rundown and all the information you need so you know which collagen is the right one for you.